Sports often gets caught in political crossfires. We've seen it time and again. And the latest chapter is involving the India-Bangladesh cricket series that's set to start tomorrow. There's a massive uproar among many Indians to boycott the series. It's a huge hashtag that many have joined in on, and it's trending. There's also been a threat to move the venue of the second test out of Kanpur. Why this anger towards the series and Bangladesh cricket team coming to India? And how is the Indian board, BCCI, trying to send out a loud message by continuing to stand firm? Here's a report.
The wars in recent times have had its repercussions on the sporting world. The warring countries have obviously been the most affected. But it has had its ripple effects through the world, affecting competitions all across. Bangladesh has been in turmoil for weeks now. There is political unrest in the country. And the violence in the neighbouring country has enraged a section of Indians who are now raging against the BCCI for inviting Bangladesh to India for a cricket series. They are inciting many people online to join in their attempt to boycott the series. The first test is scheduled to start tomorrow in Chennai. The second is set to take place in Kanpur. Now a group, the Hindu Mahasabha, has issued a threat to disrupt the second test via protests. And for a while there were talks in the media of BCCI considering a change in the venue. But sources say BCCI is standing firm in carrying on with their initial plans. They attempt to set an example of not crumbling under pressure and threats from certain groups, and they say they are monitoring the situation but will not be forced to alter their initial schedule. This is not the first time that sports has had to bear the brunt of political fallouts and tiffs and still hold its ground and send out a strong message of representing a show of strength when the world is divided on strife and violence. It happened a few years ago with the Black Lives Matter movement. Every match began with players taking the knee to show solidarity. In fact, the very first incident was at the Mexico Olympics in 1968, when American athletes Tommy Smith and John Carlos raised their fists in a Black Power salute in protest of racial discrimination in the United States. BCCI is facing a lot of flack on behalf of an enraged section in India who are reacting to the alleged violence against Hindus in Bangladesh. BCCI wants to stay firm in propagating that sport will always continue to unite. Even in the past, despite massive pushback, BCCI always ensured that matches between the biggest rivals India and Pakistan always took place without any snags. And that's what they are attempting to do here too. The Indian Cricket Board has always stood for bringing people together, even in the most intense contests. And this series against Bangladesh is another example of that.